Hello everyone! In the last episode of Truly Bedrock, we started working on a guardian farm, including tearing down the ocean monument and starting to put spawn pods in, which you can see I have put 9 in place so far out of 25. And if you're not sure why I'm building a guardian farm, well basically it's for XP, because they took away my cheaty furnace. So thinking about XP, what's your favorite form of getting XP on Minecraft Bedrock Edition? What do you do to get as many levels as possible as quickly as possible? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite form of XP is now that they've taken away our cheaty furnaces. Well, peeps, I want to interrupt this video to say that I have been fiddling with Bedrock Edition again because putting these portals in is driving me absolutely nuts. And the reason for that is that Minecraft Bedrock Edition is not very good at handling the player in water. So I decided to fix it myself. When you're in third person, it's not too bad. You get this weird jarring effect as the camera bobs underwater. You see how it holds and then goes underwater? But the player seems to fall slowly, smoothly through the water, as you'd expect. The problem is, though, in first person, when I want to place a block, you can see I will stick to the top of the water for a second, and then I will go directly under, which often means that I miss clicking where I want to click there, and I end up putting the block in the wrong place. And there is another behavior of cameras on Minecraft Bedrock Edition that irritate me. Fair enough, when we go into the portal, the camera goes all wibbly wobbly in first person. But when I'm in third person, I'm standing in there, I don't think it should do that. So I decided to get creative. So I play Minecraft on Windows 10, and because I like to switch between versions, I created a version switcher. It's an app you can get on my website, and it allows you to hop in and out of the beta before it was a preview, and it allows you to switch to any different version of the game that you have the files for. And you can get the files through a tedious process from your computer, which I'm not going to go into right now. But if you got those files, for instance, and you go into the data folder and you go into definitions and you go into cameras and you go into cameras again, there are a couple of things we can tweak in here. And I want to tweak mainly the first person camera and the third person cameras. So here we have the first person camera file, and the only thing I want to change in there is I want to get rid of liquid offset. And if I get rid of liquid offset, save that, I don't need to reinstall the game, I don't even need to restart the game, I can just go straight back into the world. And now when I'm in first person, when I bob up and down in the water, there's no glitch with the camera sticks at the top. I just go smoothly through the water, which is loads better. So why don't they do this in the game? Why isn't this in vanilla? Well, you can see there's a point where when you're in the water far enough, you can sort of see the world without water in it. And I think they're trying to stop you from seeing that. And then going to third person front, there's another one here called Portal. I don't want it to wibble about when I go in the portal, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to quit the world that I'm in, and it doesn't matter what world I'm in. It doesn't matter if I'm on a server. Now, when I go back into the world, if I'm in first person, it'll still go all wibbly wobbly. But if I go into first person facing me, it won't wibble about. I will just go through the portal without all of that horrible wibbling. And now I'm in a... How are the guardians in here? Oh dear. I've got a feeling I'm going to die and there's lava in this. Oh dear. This is not good. Please let me go back through. Oh dear. Maybe we should relog. Oh dear. How are the guardians in there? All of the portals are turned off. I think Big Chicken needs to go on an adventure.
Oh dear me. Oh no, look, Mr. No-Tail is stuck in there with all the guardians. This is not very good for Mr. No-Tail, oh no. Oh dear, it's a good job I have camera accountability. I will use golden carrot to go invisible, and I fly, and I see. Oh good, all of the guardians have gone in the lava now. Mr. No-Tail can come back, and there he is.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you very much, Big Chicken. Even if you are invisible, I really need to sort that portal linking out. That is not very good. And how is there water in here? What? I got rid of all of the... Oh, okay. That should have been off. That should have been off. So I've been basically loading Guardians into Nether. Okay. Anyway, good news is I've fixed the camera on my thing. And if you want to do the same and you have access to those files, then I would recommend you do, because it makes everything a whole lot better when you're playing underwater. Jeez. Right, back on with building these portal thingies. If only I could stop it dropping the camera when you go into swim mode. Oh, man, that's annoying. I don't think there's anything I can do about that one, though. You're my hero. I know I am. I know. I do have to admit it is a little bit annoying going through this sort of weird area where there is no water in the world. That's kind of strange. But that aside, it is much easier to actually place blocks where I'm aiming them while I'm underwater. I was struggling so much before, and every single one of those sort of jittering about and getting everything in the wrong place. This is a dream now. Oh, so much better. And there we go. That is the last block to place. I have now got every single portal in. There are 25 of them. None of them are lit. None of them have water buckets in apart from the middle one. And sadly, I ran out of sea lanterns on this last one. I'm missing the 2 corner bottom sea lanterns. And the only reason I want those is to just keep everything nice and light, because we're underneath that thing, so it gets pretty dark at night. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got some prismarine crystals and shards in my prismarine box. I can make 2 sea lanterns. Yay, we can be 100% complete on the spawning pod. So I'm happy that that's all done. Now what I'm going to do is grab 24 buckets of water, put those all in the dispensers, and then start looking at how we're going to wire up the redstone to make these on and offable. And where else to get the iron for 24 buckets of iron than my iron farm, which has still been running for quite some time. So we should have even more iron in here now than we did in the last episode. Let's check this out. Well, that's all poppies. That's all poppies. That's nearly all iron. Wow, there are poppies in there. There's more iron there. Oh, wow, we got a double chest worth of iron. This is good news. Now I need to steal 27 buckets of iron worth of iron. 27? 24. Jeez, maths. I can make 49. That's too many. Okay, we're having many water now. All I got to do is go scoop, scoop, scoop. And then we'll have many waters. Go, 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 go. Many scooping being done. And there we go. Have an inventory full of buckets of water. Now all I got to do is go and put them all in these. And here we go. The very last dispenser is now full. We have water buckets in every single one of those now. Now all I need to do is light all of the portals. And hopefully we won't start sending guardians through into the nether by accident, because none of these should have any water in the actual pods. Fingers crossed. Jeez, I'm going to get in so much trouble with this farm. And again, here is the very last one. Now all of the portals are lit. We are in business. All I've got to do is wire this entire thing up with redstone to make it all work. Now, if we had fire tick enabled on the server, we could actually light the portals and put the portals out using redstone instead of just putting water into these things to allow guardians to spawn, which would arguably be potentially a safer way of doing this. But we don't, so we can't. What I do need to do is make sure all of these link up, but before I do that, I'm going to go into the nether and get rid of the lava on the other side so that when I do come back through, I don't end up falling in there like we nearly did last time with all the guardians. Because that wasn't much fun. It was for us. I'm good. I'm glad it was for you. It wasn't for me, mate. Yeah, but it was for us. I know it was for you, but it wasn't for me. Yeah, but you don't understand. It was for us. Oh my goodness, mate. I know. Jeez. I was about to go over to that portal then to go through to the nether, but I'm only going to end up in the thing anyway, so I guess I might as well go through one of these, hadn't I? Oh, jeez. Well, I want to make sure all 4 corners link up. They're the ones that are going to be most likely to link with the wrong things, perhaps somebody else's portal, so let's check this one first. And also, let's say hello to Tiz Tom so we don't look rude. Well, you are rude. I know I am, but I don't want to look it, do I? Jeez. Okay, the lava is just there. There we go. The lava is now gone. It is safe to go through, and that did link up, so that's good news. And there aren't loads of guardians in here, which is also good news. Right, let's go back again. And that links back up with not the middle one, which is interesting, considering, I mean, that should have been the closest one to, the closest one to link to. That was the corner we tried before. I'm now trying this corner. And yep, that one worked as well. Excellent. And this time I came through in the correct one, but I went through the other side of the portal. So it seems if I stand on this side of the portal, I come through in this one. If I stand on that side of the portal, I end up in that one. So we might need to shift the portal by one block that's in the nether, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, testing the first portal that is on this side. Let's go in. There we go. That will link perfectly. Excellent. And now for the final corner. We've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. This is the last one. If this one links, which I'm pretty sure it will because, you know, our one that's miles away that shouldn't link links, then all of the portals are linked. Yes, that linked perfectly. Brilliant. Okay, so the only linking problems we've got now is that, well, the one that's supposed to take us to our tunnel links to this, and we end up sometimes in this one instead of that one. So I'm going to move the portals around in the nether a little bit. I'm going to move that one a bit further away, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll all be good going forward. Okay, I've moved the portal off the beach here. I want to put it over that way, really, but I don't want to go too far because Loy's stuff is over there. I was tempted to put it over by the iron farm, but I'm pretty sure that'll cause problems with villagers. So I think I'm just going to try it a little bit further back over here and hope that this works. Alternatively, if this doesn't work, the thing I can do is build it underground so it matches the nether Y level a bit better, and hopefully that will fix it. But I'm pretty confident that this should work. And it did. Brilliant. That brought us out into our tunnel. That's absolutely fantastic. So now what I need to do is just move that portal over by one block to try and fix the linking thing. Jeez. Okay, it is moved over by one block. We've got some angry critters around us. Let's hop back through and make sure everything is as it should be. I'm on the left-hand side. Hopefully I'm going to end up in the middle pod. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I did. Oh, absolutely fantastic. We are all 100% linked. This is excellent news. On with the redstone. Back on Truly Bedrock Season 1, the way I linked everything up with redstone was to use a whole bunch of repeaters and then this slime extender thing from a button at the platform. And that works really well, but I think this time we're going to do something a little bit different. And the main reason for that is that this system required an absolute ton of repeaters, which are an absolute pain to craft, and then the solid blocks, and then the slabs, and it just wasn't much fun building it. Whereas something like that is much easier to build and something much more fun. And seeing as we're here on this creators world, we might as well smash some of it to bits and see how we can get on with it. So what I'm thinking, let's move that redstone block to there. Let's consider potentially making some slime stenders instead of repeaters that take our redstone signal all the way across to these different ones. Well, as you can see, I haven't done the whole thing, and what I have done might not look quite as pretty as the repeaters. It does look a little bit spaghetti, but it's going to save us a whole lot of redstone. We just need a few redstone blocks, a few pistons, the odd repeater here and there. But I think it should work, so let me show you how this is going to work. So our slime extender comes down. The redstone block hits this piston, which extends that one, which extends this redstone block, which is going to activate this piston, which is going to push all of these across here, which is then going to extend this very, very small piston, which is then going to fire redstone along there into that dispenser, pushing out the water, and at the same time firing into that piston, pushing along here, hitting that repeater, and so on and so forth, all the way to the end, so that entire line will have water in there. At the same time, it's going to come this way and do all of those that way. Then it's going to go that way and do all of those that way. And I think if I go and press the button, this should work. So are you ready? All of that's going to jiggle about, and every single one of these pods should have, oh, that one, some of them already got water in. The piston's waterlogged. That's not very good. Oh, might need a slightly new plan there. Okay. We can do this. We'll just put obsidian there and we'll have the piston go like that instead. Not a problem. Not a problem. We have the solutions here. Okay, so now none of those pods have got any water in at all. Let's go press the button. Let's do this and watch the redstone go. There you go. That was crazy. And now all of those should have water in. All of those dispensers should have fired, and there you go. Every single one of those has now got water in. They're all capable of spawning guardians, and when we go back to turn it all off again, press the button, it does the whole lot again, and every single one of those should now be empty of water, which they are. Wow, that's amazing. That's going to save us so much money, but there is one slight problem. I don't have any slime blocks. Actually, that's not entirely true. I don't have many slime blocks. I have 23 of them. Potentially more in here? No. 23. It's probably not going to do us very good. And what about redstone blocks? I've got 30. I don't think that's going to be enough redstone. Do I have more redstone in here? Oh, I got loads more redstone. Redstone's not a problem. It's just slime blocks. That's good. Speaking of things that are good, have you ever been to FoxyNoTail.com? I bet you haven't. Well, maybe you have. And that's not just good. It's great because there's loads of free downloads and add-ons and all sorts of stuff there you can get. It's absolutely fantastic. Go check it out right now. No, not now. Wait till when you finish checking the video, go and check it out. Unless you can multitask. If you can multitask, do both. Plus, bruh. No going into the wrong place. Plus, bruh. Excellent. This is going well. If you caught the last video, you may well know where I'm heading right now. There is, in our shopping area, a new shop. Well, I say it's a new shop. It's been around ages, to be fair. A shop that sells slime. And that's only your diamond a stack. That's absolutely fantastic. We'll take a bunch, but not even a shop. Lazy, overpriced ripoff. I was going to see if our golden carrots had made any sales. It doesn't look like they have. This is bad news, but I believe there's a bit of a protest going on. Jeez. And let's just check the beacons that we had for sale in the last video. Oh, Groover's taking his diamonds. That's good news. We haven't sold any beacons. This is sad news. Oh, well, at least we got a bunch of beacons if we need one. And there we go. We are now up to our eyeballs in slime. I can put those all in this shulker box here, take them away, and we are well on our way to making many redstones. Now, there is one other ingredient that I need for these redstone lines, and that's sticky pistons. Now, we've got all the slime in the world, we've got all the iron in the world, we've got all the wood in the world, and we've got plenty of cobblestone. But I can't be bothered to craft them, so I'm going to come to this shop here, which just happens to sell all sorts of stuff. These are 1 diamond as stacked as well, and I'm just going to take a couple of those, and maybe a couple of those as well. Why not? Oh, and there's no money box. Where do I... Oh, jeez, I haven't got a money box. Hang on a minute. You're stealing them. He's running away. I'm not stealing them. I'm going to get my money, mate. Jeez. Get a grip. You walked off with the goods. Well, only to go to the bank. Jeez. You might not come back. I will. Look, I'm back already. Jeez. And there we go. Diamonds for goodies. Excellent. This is fantastic news. Let's go and build many, many redstones. Okay, our first redstone line is going to come down right next to that dispenser here. So we need to break that block. And this is where we're going to be putting in our first sticky piston. Sticky piston in place. Hurrah! And here comes the intricate activation circuitry. It works. Excellent. Fantastic. Sticky redstone line number 1 is in place. This is excellent news. Redstone line 2 is now in place. Going to give us an update for every single bit of redstone. No, not every single bit. Just a few. The first repeater has gone in. Oh, this is good news. We can now activate 1 dispenser. Oh, geez. No, we can't. I broke it. This one needs to be obsidian. The first line is done. We have a wiggly mess of redstone bits, but I see no reason why that shouldn't work. We're now going to go in the opposite direction. This is good. This is excellent news. Stop saying this is excellent news, but it's such good news, my friend. But it's annoying. You're annoying. Redstone line 2 is now in place. It's absolutely perfect. Really tidy, nice, clean redstone. That's what I like to see. Why do you always talk like a weirdo? Oh my goodness me, you're a weirdo. The next row of redstone sticky stuff is now in place. This is good going. This is actually really easy to put in. It's so much easier than faffing about with repeaters. I just hope it works. I'm sure it will. What could go wrong? What if he's outside of the chunk? Loading distance? Then we're going to have a big problem. You say we? Okay, I'm going to have a big problem. We now have the complete one side in this thing. Lots and lots of sticky redstone everywhere. I'm really looking forward to turning this thing on and testing it. Okay, I have a minor update. I have run out of sticky pistons. Believe it or not, I've used 32 sticky pistons so far, and I need a few more. Not many, but a few. Fortunately, I did buy a bunch of plain ones as well, and fortunately, we got enough slime to last us for our entire lives, so I can just turn a bunch of this slime into slime balls, and another bunch of those sticky pistons into... Oh, my goodness me, it's nice having so much slime. Many, many, many slime. Oh, I'm so close, look. I'm so close. I've got a tiny bit more to do, and I've dropped a redstone block. No! Mine. And waste and mate expensive. And that is it. The whole lot is in. This is us 100% completely connected now. So before I do anything else, well, first of all, let's sleep this horrible rain away. Just like this. Very nice. And now I'm going to go get my AFK account or my alt account into the nether so that when we turn this thing on, we're not just, you know, destroying the world by loading the nether full of guardians. And I'm going to record that as well so you can hopefully see these two things happening side by side. I'm very excited. Okay, this is the moment of truth. The AFK account is in the nether. The camera is rolling. I want to just check that none of these pods have got water in already, which I know they haven't because there's no guardians spilling through into the nether. Everything looks good. Have I connected it, though, properly? Is it going to work? Have all of the dispensers got water buckets in? Are they all going to connect when the redstone goes off? Oh, I'm so excited. This would be a perfect point to end the video and leave this on a cliffhanger, wouldn't it? But I'm not going to. Jeez. Here we go. I'm going to press the button. Oh, man, I don't know which way to look first when I press it. Go. Let's check this out. Oh, everything moved that way. I didn't even see if it moved that way. And oh my goodness me, looking at the alt account screen, that is a lot of guardians that are now pouring through into the nether. That is absolutely ridiculous. And looking on my screen, I can see them flicking into existence and popping through the portals very quickly. I've just seen a whole bunch of items on fire popping back through some of the portals as well. Yes. This is working. This is working absolutely marvelously. So all I need to do now is everything in the nether. Collection systems, drop systems, killing systems, automatic brewing systems, decorating, linking it to the tunnels. So there's a lot of work to do. But I guess we should probably test turning it off first before we get on to work in the nether. And look at that. That all connected lovely. Is it going to stop raining guardians in the nether? Let's see. It looks like they're dying. So, I mean, that's a good sign. There's a couple of... Yeah, there we go. There's nothing else coming through. That worked absolutely perfectly. Oh, I'm over the moon. I am absolutely 100% over the moon with how quick they came through and how many there were. This is fantastic news. I can't wait to crack on with the next part. But before we do that, I think this is a good opportunity for you to show your amazement at how good my Guardian farm is by hitting that like button. And if you want to see what happens with the rest of this build and future farms and all that sort of stuff, then make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up to date with everything that we're doing. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Ah, right, bedtime and then nether stuff. Jeez. Well, peeps, I now have an awful lot of work ahead of me. This area here around our portal is all gonna have to go because, well, basically, look at it. It's a giant mess. I'm never going to be able to build a Guardian nether storage-y potion thing with all of that going on. So I guess, without further ado, let's make it all disappear. 3, 2, 1... So there you go. You can see I have done an absolutely ridiculous amount of digging and clearing of netherrack in this area during a live stream. It took just over 3 hours. We've dug out absolutely tons. We've battled a lot of ghasts, a lot of pigmen, and a lot of all the other stuff that tries to get you here. We went through a whole bunch of pickaxes, and now we've got an area we can start working on setting this thing up. But unfortunately, that is going to have to wait for the next video. But quickly before we do go, you can see here that I have managed to mine out so much stuff. I tried to collect as much of it as possible. Just, well, you know, it becomes unuseful for certain things. So yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. And on that note, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.